Evening class, Vincent Dejas via video, ATMA. My portions of the presentation is the evaluation of program success. The implementation of basic PC skills to be able to use Health Connect. The immediate reaction from the nurses and MDs, 3 to 5% of the MDs and nurses retired early. They did not want to use or go through the training. They'd rather just retire. The 45% of the rest of the nurses and MDs that required the training ended up having to go through additional training because they felt that this new way of charting was not going to be, wouldn't be very beneficial to them. Many of the providers were excited about the new charting system. However, many had their own reservations regarding the system. Basically, that's saying that the nurses and MDs figured the charting system would somehow benefit them, but not in the long run, and it would fade out just like a normal fad. Many decided from the beginning of the program's implementation that they did not like it. That's why they retired. Or the 45% basically said the same thing. We don't like it, but we figured it will just pass like anything else. My next slide is what was learned as a result of the training. And the training is basically the PC portion, basic PC learning skills for MDs and nurses. And before the training, they struggled. Those 45% struggled. The other percentage didn't struggle. They made it through the first time. 45% of them struggled and had to go through additional training to get basically the basics down to be able to navigate through Health Connect. After the training, most were efficient with the intake process. Nurses were with the intake process as far as taking your blood pressure, your vitals, being able to go through Health Connect, enter that data, and also make notes for themselves or the MDs that were coming on or nurses that were in rotation to come on, and closing out those documents within a timely manner, instead of waiting or having someone else come and help them, or wait for nurses that were or nurses or MDs that were in rotation that knew how to use the system would come through and help them close out their charts. Next slide is the behavioral position, and of course, at the beginning of my presentation, 3 to 5% basically retired because they wanted out. There's no way they were going to have to go through this training. And while the other 45% felt like in the beginning that the training was a burden and not necessary for them to do. And of course, after the training, performance output, once the training was completed, MDs and nurses were able, again, to navigate through all of the Health Connect systems and provide and gain a better outlook on the Health Connect system for the future, for future use. And that would be the end of my portion. Thank you again. Bye.